In this demo, we'll give you a complete overview of OutSystems Developer Cloud or ODC portal. The ODC portal is an unified console to manage applications, execute deployments, monitor apps, and manage users and access. The Apps tab lists all the applications and libraries. You can search by a specific app. Opening the app reveals several options specific to this app. Under the Configuration tab, you can configure settings and timers. The Settings section shows you the ones that are defined in the current app or from consumed libraries. In ODC Portal, at runtime you can change the setting value for a specific stage without needing to open ODC Studio. Just click Save to update the value, which we will skip for this demonstration. Another important aspect about settings is that you can mark them as secret in ODC Studio. In this case, the default value is not defined in ODC Studio. Its value must always be defined here in the portal. The Timers section shows the timers defined in the current app, Vacations. You can enable or disable each timer. And you can set a custom schedule in OutSystems Developer Cloud. The Consumers tab shows any apps or libraries that depend on the current application. Currently, no app consumes the Vacations app. Moving on to the Producers tab, this shows any apps or libraries that your current app relies on. Here we can see that the Directory app is a producer to the Vacations app. Click the View App button to test your app. Back in the portal, on the left pane, let's check the deployments. You can deploy applications to QA or production stage from the Deployments tab. We will cover deployments in detail later on in the course, but here you have the deployments. You use ODC Studio to create and publish your apps. Then you use the ODC portal to deploy and move your apps to the different stages. Apps in each stage are isolated from each other. When you publish an app to the development stage, there is no impact to the apps running in QA or production. Similarly, publishing apps to QA or production does not affect apps in development. Now, being able to check logs and other information can help you during troubleshooting. You can filter the logs based on specific applications and stages. Moreover, you can also filter the logs for a particular time range, as well as change the severity filter. Under the Monitor section, you can also find traces, which show executions of different elements such as entity actions, server aggregates, and so on. You can also filter this list according to a specific app and stage. Now, let's see the Users and Access area. User management in OutSystems Developer Cloud, ODC, is about setting up and providing access to a person who uses ODC. People are assigned roles such as administrator, developer, architect, or end user, also known as an organization user. All of that can now be done in one single place, the ODC portal. To enable access as an IT user, just change the permissions using the Edit Role button. For each user, you can also manage the application-level roles. As you create roles in ODC Studio, they will appear here. You can also set an external identity provider to manage both IT users and app users. By default, the built-in is used. But you can configure OutSystems Developer Cloud to use an external one. Just add the needed configurations. Under Configurations, you may also configure custom domains. You can add your own domain. Forge is also directly accessible from the portal itself. Forge is a repository of reusable software assets such as libraries, web apps, and mobile apps. Available to OutSystems developers, partners, prospects, and customers. This new experience, all configurations, monitoring, and more, are done in a unified console, the ODC portal.